What's up, everyone? It's Wednesday, August 31st. Summer's coming to an end. That means it's almost time for football season. The Metabilia office has been getting geared up. I know a lot of our Fan Cave members have as well. So, got a couple of exciting things in store. It's obviously been a pretty hectic week in terms of giveaways, partner giveaways, and things like that. Obviously, we had Joe Musgrove drop last week that sold out. We have Blitz again this week. We're going to introduce our football pick'em. Joe's going to be introducing that we'll be doing in our server on a week-to-week basis. We're going to finally announce the Bills Monday Night Football home opener tickets that will join the 7 other Founders Class members. And as well, we'll wrap it up with questions as we usually do. But nevertheless, awesome. Let's kick off the live auction. So today we have a Willie Roaf signed Hall of Fame 2012 custom jersey. Roaf, for our Saints fans who may be listening, obviously a Saints legend as well. For those who may be joining us, obviously we had a bunch of new users join the Fan Cave this week. If you are new to the Discord live auctions, they will partake in obviously in Discord. The link will be below if you are watching on Twitch or on YouTube or from Twitter. You will be able to bid through the icons, and if you win, we'll reach out to you and we'll get your information, then ship you that item. And that item can be chosen as a physical tradable, which can be traded on the Metabilia secondary marketplace, or you can just get the physical item. Completely up to you. But Austin, let us know when you got that kicked off. I have a feeling T-Man or the KC fan 92 might be making a comeback for this Chiefs item. We'll see. All right, so why don't we get into it? Joe, why don't you break down our fantasy football pick'em, I should say, that we'll be doing in the Fan Cave.
Yes, so thank you, Noah, and thank you, Austin, for putting this all together, and thank you for all of the feedback that we've received, especially from Big Hank and Gary, that didn't like my idea of carryovers. Before I get into the rules, let me tell you a quick story about carryovers. I have a friend, is my roommate in college for 2 years. We lived together in the city as well for 2 years, and every year we celebrate his birthday. And on his birthday, before we go out to dinner, he gets to pick some stupid activity that we do. This year, it was mini golf. So imagine 16 40-year-olds playing mini golf, carrying drinks, and in what is normally a kids' mini golf course in Tribeca in Manhattan. And I was the commissioner, as I always am, and I set the rules. We had a Nassau with 3 teams, and everybody had to contribute $5 a skin. And it was a 12-way skins game. And under skins, 2 tie, all tie, so it gets really exciting. Yours truly hold out on number 17 to win 14 skins. My team lost that day, but I ended up making money. So, the power of the carryover. All that being said, I hear you loud and clear, Big Hank and Gary, and we will not be doing a carryover, much to my chagrin. So,
Can we just acknowledge that you said hold out on 17 as if you were playing the Masters and not a golf course?
So believe it or not, I brought my own ball. I was reprimanded because 10 years ago we played mini golf and I brought my own putter. But I brought my own ball, which rolls truer to form. And believe you me, I pumped my fists like it was Tiger Woods on 16 at the Masters. It was a great day for mini golf. So to wit, let's just talk about why we're doing the pick'em. We're doing the pick'em because, frankly, we want engagement on our platform during the football season. We want to talk to new users about what we're doing. We want to make it fun for our hardcore users, and we just want to give out stuff and make it fun. So, I think I've been in a lot of pick'ems. One of my problems with pick'ems is that it becomes a chore more than fun because you have to pick all the games. So I think in this case, we're going to curate 8 games per week. And it'll obviously be linked to a number of our partners. and hopefully that makes it a little bit more fun and less cumbersome for people. I think initially we're going back and forth whether we include the Thursday game, because excluding the Thursday game gives people more time to submit their picks by Sunday at 1:00. So I think I'm going to lean towards probably excluding the Thursday game, but Noah's probably going to talk me into including the Rams game against the Bills, just because it's one that's everybody's going to watch. But the way the rules will work and the way the structure will work will be pretty simple. Austin, who has a bat phone into the Vegas odds makers, will be setting the lines on Monday, and on Tuesday, in one of the announcements channels, he'll post that it's live. If you want to submit, you'll be given a Google form with your name or team name, and you'll be asked to pick 8 games against the spread. The ninth or last question will be the tiebreaker question. The first week will be what will be Josh Allen's passing yards total against the Rams. I think we'll likely go with quote unquote Price is Right rules, which means that whoever's closest to the actual number without going over will get that 1 extra point for the tiebreaker. Those points will accrue towards a season-long contest as well, and there'll be a leaderboard which will be automated, and we'll be giving out prizes weekly. So in the first case, it'll be a compendium of the Josh Allen Green member NFT and the first event NFT, and then next week will be a Travis Kelce signed jersey, and so on and so forth. So intended to be fun, intended to be something to talk about and something to talk trash on. We will also be we'll have an awards at the end where we'll give out the annual prize, and there'll be also a couple special prizes that we'll give out as well. So one idea is that whoever comes up with the most funny drop the mic sort of post will reward that. Whoever has the most picks right in 1 week will reward that as well. So just know that there's some special prizes that you'll be playing for as well, and a continuity of interest is definitely a good thing. So thanks for everybody's feedback. I encourage you to, while it may seem anti-competitive, to encourage your fellow users to join. I think we're doing this so that a rising tide lifts all boats. So just know that this is intended to be fun, but it's also intended to grow our community. So that's first and foremost why we're doing it. Did I miss anything, Noah? Or any questions?
I think you nailed it. Austin, while making the graphic, put prizes shown are tentative because he decided to use this graphic without getting it approved by anyone. But I think we're good to go on those prizes, so we'll roll those out. But no, I'm excited.
Okay, what's next?
So next, let's obviously with August coming to an end, football season approaching, that only means one thing. It's back to school, right? Austin, that's your cue. So this week we're going to be highlighting some of the game's best while they were at school. So we have, things like Justin Herbert, Oregon jerseys, and we're going to be doing one as a giveaway. So while some people might not want to participate in purchasing an item, we'll still have something fun out there for people. A really cool item that obviously went by was a Trevor Lawrence signed program from the national championship game when then they beat Alabama. That was awesome. So we're excited about that. That'll be at Thursday at 3 p.m. So tomorrow, really excited for that one. Again, we'll keep items super, super limited, priced reasonably, so that there's a nice resale aftermarket, and as well as our user base continues to grow, we'll continue to make it more exciting. So excited for that tomorrow. But nevertheless, let's get into what everyone tuned in for the Monday Night Football giveaway. So Austin, after his week off, chilling by the beach and going to the DMV, compiled all of our users' entries across Twitter, across Discord, and we collected all of the information, made it into a nice list, and created a random generator to select the names. So remember, we've already reached out to 7 Founders Class members. Austin followed up again yesterday. So please, if Founders Class members, confirm that you are going, or if not, we're going to randomly select someone else. But for the 10 Series 1 winners, we will post these names and reach out to individually. But the winners these are Discord names: Nathan Biller, BWD21, KP Hamilton, Hawkwind, Big EZ952, Zooman, the Mr. Live Auction himself, T-Man, G Beloved, diehard Bills fan, Sleazy Norleazy, I like that one, and Jalicious. So congratulations to everyone who won. Thank you everyone for entering. Obviously, thank you everyone for your support and participation in the Josh Allen member NFT program. We're super pumped. For those who did not win a free ticket, we will be hosting a member NFT only tailgate at the Bills game. So if you are in Buffalo, if you want to come party at a tailgate, let us know. Joe's going to be running it down, and probably I'm trying to get Joe to jump through a table. I don't know if we'll make it.
Not going to happen. It was never part of my experience growing up.
We'll see what we can do. But we're super pumped and look forward to seeing everyone there. And that's obviously not the only giveaway going on. For those obviously who have been in the fan cave, we surpassed 5,000 users in our Discord. So we are giving away a signed item. So you can enter through the Metabilia platform. We have our Joe Musgrove giveaway ending as well on the Metabilia platform. And then tonight at 9, we have our Bizarre Stars giveaway entering. So Austin will rebump the link. If you're in Discord, go to the giveaways channel, scroll up a little bit. I know we have a bunch of giveaways going on right now, but free stuff, might as well enter. But yeah, Joe, do you want to give a few quick notes on what your thoughts are for the home opener?
Sure. Before you do that, can you just recap the process in which we picked the winners, just so everybody knows?
Yeah, so users were able to enter by posting a screenshot on Twitter or in Discord. Austin compiled a list of all of the usernames who entered and then inputted them into a random generator for those to be selected. And we have the list of a couple other names for the next few if people are unable to go. So
if you're unable to go and you want to gift your ticket to a friend or another user, we're happy to accommodate that request.
Just let us know.
Yes, just let us know. I believe Austin will be putting the names in the announcements channel. Is that right?
Now he will be.
And Austin, you'll also email the winners so that they know?
We don't. We'll figure that out. Well, we have Discord usernames, so we'll figure it out.
Okay, they'll be prompted to open a ticket. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as long as you guys have it under control.
Awesome.
Anybody needs a ride from New York, let me know.
All right. Why don't we get into some questions? All right. First one. Love the pick'em. What kind of prize can we expect for being the overall leader of this season? It's a good one.
Good question. It'll be something, hopefully perceived to be valuable, but by week 8 we'll put it out. I want to come up with something good.
Agreed. Next question: when should we expect?
And perhaps I've tasked Noah and Austin with coming up with to figure out an incentive program to get more users into the pick'em. So we may set a target such that a goal that if we get to some number, 1,000 users in the pick'em, then it'll trigger a game used jersey being given out. But we'll figure that out.
I like it. When should we expect the Aaron Donald NFTs to start rolling out?
So I believe it's in the can. Is that right, Noah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the can. I I think we are getting advice from DraftKings when the Rainmaker's dust settles. I think Noah was apt to point out, and I think this came from one of the users as well, that aligning the drop right when people start to get their payouts from the first Rainmakers contest is probably a good idea. So we're just optimizing that now.
Then obviously, hopefully, when Aaron Donald's not suspended.
Yes. Is there any news on that?
There was rumors that it would be like an internal thing, but I mean, Myles Garrett got, what was it, 4 games for when he bashed Mason Rudolph's head? But I don't know if you saw the picture of the helmet like squished with the foot. I would not like to be on the receiving end of an Aaron Donald helmet smash.
Have we leaked the artwork for Aaron Donald Event 1 yet?
I don't think we have. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Okay.
Is the next Josh Allen event NFT coming soon, or are you guys waiting for performances during the upcoming season?
Yeah, I think he's going to throw 7 touchdowns against the Rams. But that being said, we have Elvis in the can. We're just trying to optimize when to put that out.
On that, Joe, do you want to touch on some of the other event NFTs that have been working on? I know someone had asked about Mikey today.
Yes, so I approved the brief for Mikey today. It will be these guys came up with something really cool. They're going to do so Mikey spent the year in North Carolina, but he's originally from Southern California, San Diego, specifically San Ysidro is the name of the school. So Noah and team came up with the idea of taking an iconic LeBron graphic of when LeBron announced that he was returning to Cleveland. I believe it was a famous Sports Illustrated picture. And we're going to mock that up for Mikey returning to San Ysidro. I did speak with Mikey's guys today. It looks like Kansas is the leader of the clubhouse. But that being said, our hope is that we break the news through an NFT, but we'll see.
And then we have a couple other athletes in the pipeline. I think all of our athletes had NFT stuff worked on today.
Yeah, I approved a event NFT for Fernando Tatis. I think you guys will like this one. I'm going to leave it up to a surprise on what it is.
I'm really excited for that. That'll be cool.
I think in general, if you're following the news, you saw Adidas walk and you saw Gatorade teetering. I think our approach with Fernando is that we want to work with him and we want to tell the story of his recovery. I think the world, especially the U.S., likes a redemption story, and we'd like to tell that through NFTs.
And I think something that's interesting is, obviously, while we would have never expected it to be him, there will be ups and there will be downs in the member NFT program throughout an athlete's career. So it'll be nice to be able to have, a different take and a different side of what the event NFTs can be. So we're really excited to, again, like Joe said, tell that story and help showcase and bring to life his return to glory. I mean, let's not forget, a year ago, he was the best player in baseball. So the talent's still there. Okay. Is there a target date for the college guys to drop?
TBD. And what we've told all 3 of them is that we want to see a significant bid or a significant order from the boosters before we launch the product. So as an example, we were on the phone with some boosters from UT yesterday, and we asked them for a large order, a 6-figure order. And I think it's within their capability to do so. I think upon securing that and having it fund, I think that's a story that a Adam Schefter would gladly pick up. And not only would we support that with our own marketing efforts, but hopefully there's a viral aspect of it as well. And I think if I'm a fellow alumni or a fellow student, and some of my biggest fellow alumni donors are supporting that NFT program, I think I'm gonna follow suit. So that's you're going to see us really lean into that strategy. So, don't be surprised if the first 100 blacks are sold immediately, or 50 blacks and 100 platinums are sold immediately. We'll figure out a way to equitably do the vintage of it, but that's what we're working on.
This is where the Wall Street expertise comes into play.
We'll keep thinking, but I think in our mind, it's really resonating. So if I'm a Texas booster, and my besides designing my next interior of my G6 or my next yacht, I want to support my football program. And what is a better way to do it than through an NFT program, where I can buy $100,000 worth of Quinn Ewers NFTs. I can support him for the 2 years he's at college, and then once he gets drafted first overall by the Dallas Cowboys, then I can then sell those NFTs down in the DraftKings marketplace and rinse and repeat.
Not sure if you guys talked about this, but what are your plans for Tatis, if any?
Yeah, our plans are to stick with him. Our plans are to release event NFTs, and opportunistically, if there's an opening and the waters are warm for a subsequent member drop, then we'll go on and do so. I think we want to tell a story about his recovery and his redemption as well. So, I think those 90 games are going to come pretty quickly. We think he's still the athlete that he was a year ago. Hopefully with a better head on his shoulders now that his wrist significantly slapped. So we're inclined to stick with him.
Slapped and surgically repaired. Fun question from the chat. What are your predictions on who is winning the next Super Bowl? I have a feeling I know who Joe's answer will be.
Yeah, I mean, given that the Bills have never won a Super Bowl, it's hard to pick them to win it all. I think if somebody offered me a bet, AFC or NFC, I would take AFC. If I wasn't a Bills fan, I would say the winner is going to come out of the AFC West. I think either teams move forward or move backwards. There's nothing sort of in between. The Chiefs will still have a top 5 offense without Tyreek Hill. I think the Chargers were probably a better matchup to Cincinnati than the Raiders were last year. And I think the Raiders dodged the AFC dodged a bullet by that timeout that coach called. I think the Chargers are a good team. I think the Chiefs are a good team. You always wonder whether the Bengals will move forward or move backwards. Maybe it's too much too soon for them. But, that pass that Joe Burrow threw, that back shoulder fade to Jamar Chase to win the game against Tennessee, looked like they've done it for 10 years. So, I think it's a solid team. It's a well-coached team. I think Mixon will take some pressure off Burrow,
especially with a better offensive line.
With a better offensive line. It continues to be a quarterback league. So you tell me who the top 5 quarterbacks are, and I'll tell you that those teams are going to be there at the end of the season. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Green Bay. I think they'll take a step back, but will the Vikings move forward with a new coach? I don't know. I can tell you what's going to happen to the Lions because it happens every year. We'll see if Justin Fields moves forward. I think Dallas regresses in the NFC East. Who's going to take their spot? I don't know, but you got to consider that Tampa Bay is going to be there, late in the January as well. So, if gun to my head, Tampa Bay against the team in the AFC West.
Well, first, speaking about the Bills never winning a Super Bowl, it's only right. I'm wearing the LT jersey today to cheer on my Giants going 3-14 this season. But I agree AFC West, but the Chargers defense is so stacked. Adding Khalil Mack, adding J.C. Jackson, adding Van Noy, I think that defense is going to be the best defense in the league, and I actually drafted them in my fantasy draft as the first defense picked. So I mean, we got to see the Chiefs up close last year. We obviously saw the Bills. We saw the Bengals. I think the Chargers are going to be the ones that take it home. So that's all I got.
And any predictions on the Giants?
Rebuilding year. Bryce Young.
Do they give up on Danny Dimes, or do they stick with him for another season?
So I'll tell the story. When I was at the autograph signing with Josh Allen, I was like, Josh, like, tell me about Dable. Like, give me something. He's like, Dable's awesome, but Daniel Jones doesn't have it. And I was just crushed because he was one of the 30 guys like in the world that knows if Daniel Jones can be a good quarterback.
Oh,
he's such a nice guy, but he's just not it. I was like, fuck, like, damn it.
He's got all the tools. He's 6'5", right? He's 230. He's got some speed.
He's got dealt a pretty bad hand. 3 head coaches, 4 offensive coordinators.
Is Barkley going to make it through a full season?
We'll see.
Is he a sleeper that I should be drafting in my fantasy league?
You can get him like 4th round, maybe.
He's just so fragile.
We'll see. He's due for a bounce back here. It's got to happen. But I don't think we had any more questions. Appreciate anyone for joining us. Joe, any parting words?
No, everybody have a nice and safe Labor Day weekend. Tune into our Blitz tomorrow. There are also auctions going off on the DraftKings marketplace. Join our pick'em. Tell your friends about it. Let's get more users into our community and more buying our NFTs.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Thank you, guys.